Hello, my sun palettes, and welcome back to my channel. I am Melinda J, and I'm here to talk about my log journey, all right? Because it is approaching, no, yeah, it's approaching 1 year, y'all. I was about to say 4 years. Boy, what? But yes, it's approaching 1 year of my lock anniversary. And I'm so excited because it's been a long road, okay? Long road. Yes, indeed. And it has been trying time mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all that good jazz. And I'm about to break it down to you. But first, let me holler at the sponsor right quick. It is Miss Denby Natural Sweet Spot. So be sure to go over to her website at denbynaturals.com and get your feminine body wash. As you can see, I am almost done with mine. It is completely cruelty free, 100% plant based. And it'll leave your skin moisturized. This is the body butter here. If you can see, it's kind of hard to see her label here, but of course you're gonna see a little advertisement. But I just had to shout her out. And here's the Yoni Oil, and you can use this on your body. It is very moisturizing. It is due diligence, and it's keeping me all moisturized, looking good and smelling good on my self-discovery journey, because we're all about self-care, self-love, and feeling good all at the same time. So yes, back to the log journey special. All right, so I pulled a card, and this is another thing that I'm doing as well, and it's a J note. It consists of wisdom cards, wisdom oracle cards that I'm going to pull, and I asked the question to a spirit, and spirit gonna throw me a card or two or three at me for you to give you guys a little spiritual guidance. Even if you're not asking for it, I'm just gonna do it for you all anyway. But the J note for today is truthfulness. I know it's backwards to y'all, but it's truthfulness, and it is in correlation with the 5th chakra, as well as the 5th chakra being the throat chakra. So I'm expressing my truthfulness, and I hope you all are going to express your truthfulness as well on your journeys on this planet Earth. And what this card says is, I am truthful and honest with myself. I aim to overcome any fears about speaking my truth, and I speak in a loving and considerate way. My personal empowerment comes from telling the truth and letting others know who I am. Others will be positively uplifted when they hear my truth, and I take care not to exaggerate in order to impress them. I am careful not to let my mind mislead me, and in turn others. I avoid gossip or speaking negatively of others, end quote, for this card. So I asked the question, because the question is up here and y'all can't read it, but the question that I imposed today is, what is the best way to approach or to respond to events in our lives right now? And Lord and behold, truthfulness. And this is all that we need in our day-to-day lives, because there are a lot of liars and thieves and scammers out there. So approach your situation with truthfulness, and of course, as they say, the truth shall set you free. All right, so with that being said, let's go on to this lock journey special. As you can see here, I have my notes. So if you see me looking down, I am reading from my notes, because I'm the type of person that like to write all my thoughts down and then relay it to y'all and to stay on topic. So the start day of my long journey was October 1st, 2020, and it was the day of 6. Of course, I'm stating the day of 6 because I'm tapping to my numerology, and I'll be explaining in another video. But the day of 6 consists of balance and choice, harmony. And then I end my locking process, as far as like my head fully being in lock form, on October 4th, 2020. And that's the day of 9, which is near completion, which stands for near completion. as of last year of 2020, the universal year was the year 4, that stood for structure, stability, and foundation. And my personal year for 2020 is the year 5, which is about change, instability, and loss. So, I originally wanted to start my locking journey on my birthday, which is October 18th. But however, I was like, nah, let me just do this now. I feel pulled. I feel led to do this now. And I also told my mom about a couple months prior, before everything hit, that I was going to lock my hair when I turned 40. Yeah, that changed real quickly. That changed super quick, with a quickness. So yes, my birthday of last year was the day of 5, which was a change because it's a mini reset besides the reset that everybody falls through when it comes to the new year. Your birthday is a mini reset, and also the moon cycles is also a mini reset as well. So yes, that day was the day of 5, and then I turned a certain age, which came out to be the number 10. And the number 10 in numerology stands for completion end of cycle, and it also, when is a double digit in numerology, you reduce that to a single digit. So 10 is reduced to 1. I hope y'all follow me because I'm a geek when it comes to numbers, y'all. But the number 1, it stands for individuality and new beginnings. So that's exactly what happened on that day. Is I turned an age, but also it was a newfound of jolt of inspiration for me to embark on my self-discovery journey. So yes, on to the technique that I did with my locks in particular. I started with MicroTwists first. I searched all through and through before those particular dates on how I wanted my locks to be, or an idea how I want my locks to be. And my cousin, she had her locked before mine, at least about a year or so, maybe a couple months before I started locking my hair up. And she had told me that, I'll look good with some sister locks. So I was like, okay, I know it's going to take a long periodically time, as well as a lot of money, to go to a loctician, a professional, to get my sister locks done, which I thought about doing. But as a do-it-myself person, a DIY person as myself, I was like, let me try this for myself and see how it goes, because it is a journey, y'all. But I started out with MicroTwists, which is a similar form of sister locks, but the technique is different. But then after the first 2 months, it began to tangle, and my hair does tangle easily. So I was like, no, I don't want this anymore. So I merged the MicroTwist together by the 2nd or 3rd month, because it was also unraveling as well. When I washed my hair, I'm sorry, y'all. I washed my hair when it was in the locking phase. I know you're not supposed to do it. But forget that. Forget that. I washed my hair because my hair builds up natural oils as it is, and it doesn't take a lot of oils for my it to get stinky and all that stuff. Nah. I was trying to hang on with the scarves and incorporating scarves, and to try to keep myself from not washing my hair. But nah, I started seeing it on my face as well, the bumps appearing on my face, and I was like, I know I'm eating right because I've always been a type of person that eat right, eat healthy, because what you eat, it definitely shows. With your, if not your face, then your well-being. So I was like, I know I'm eating healthy. And then, as I smelled my hair, I was like, nah, I have to wash my hair. So even though you're not supposed to be washing your hair during its phase of locking up because you will experience unraveling, I was like, forget it. I'm going to wash my hair. I can do this anyway, as far as like locking it back up, that's what happened. So before I installed the not the sister locks, and Lord have mercy. Before I installed the micro locks, I washed and blow dried my hair. Do not blow dry your hair, y'all. That was don't number one. Don't blow dry your hair. I used the Gridlock method along with this makeshift index card. It's really cardboard. That I tore from like a cardboard box. But this side is a 1/2 inch and this side is a 1/4 of an inch. I used a 1/2 inch in the back, and in the front I use a 1/4 of an inch because you want your hair to be fuller in the front than it is in the back. And then of course I did the middle part. The middle part is here. And then I did the side part behind the ear just so I can do half ups and half downs. And then of course a middle section in the back consists of 3 sections, which I don't think my head was big enough for that, but I made it happen anyway. So basically you'll have one down here and then one here and then one behind a section behind the ear. That's what I mean by that. And I followed the Gridlock pattern just so whenever I'm doing certain styles, all I have to do is do this and then come over on this side and do my little thing or whatever, because it does help when you do the Gridlock method and you try to do certain hairstyles. Yeah, that John helps. All right. And then of course, yes, I used a regular comb. This comb, well, I just recently got this comb, but this helps as well, especially with parting. And then some twisting gel. I used the Aunt Jackie's Flaxseed Don't Shrink twisting gel to help that out. And of course, that's it. When it came to washing, I only shampooed my hair, and I'll do a separate video on a full product breakdown of what I use. But I only shampooed my hair, and when I did wash my hair, I used a stocking cap that has holes. So it was a netted stocking cap. That way you can pull your dreads through, and that way you can just focus on your scalp. That's what I did. And that was a journey itself. And what else did I do? That's the only thing I use far as like washing my hair is shampoo. And then I'll just spray this little oil on my scalp after I retwisted my hair, or just after a wash, I would use one of these sprays and call it a day. And on down the line, that's when around the 5th to 6th month, that's when I started incorporating the apple cider vinegar rinse with baking soda, just so I can get rid of that buildup and fully cleanse my scalp. And then I added oil treatments. So I would get an oil and then put it all over my head, massage my scalp, put a shower cap over it, hooded dryer, sit on there for like 15 minutes. And if I didn't have a hooded dryer at the time, I would use an old t-shirt or a towel and wrap it around my head and let my body heat do the treatment for me, as far as like getting it back moist and hydrated, having that greenhouse effect. So that's what I did on that end as time progresses by. Now, unraveling. I did, yes, unraveling. I did experience unraveling because of my hair texture. I'm not sure how everybody is with their hair texture, but definitely on the looser hair types, you will experience unraveling. So never fear. You just go ahead and twist it back up and let it sit and go on by your business. But if you are a type of person like me that like to speed stuff a little bit, just a little bit, grab one of these tools here. You can do a double one or triple one, and or a single one. And this one's 0.5 millimeters. All of these are 0.5 millimeters. Okay, all these are 0.5. And then I would take this little thing here, and like I said before, I would go on little old YouTube and see who has similar texture or close to, and see what they did as far as like roughing them up. And I think his name is Gunther. I'll have to put his YouTube name in the description box below. But I will grab this little tool here, and I'll just roughing them things up, you know, and make sure I don't tug my hand as well, because you can hurt yourself just by going in a consistent motion, and you end up scratching your finger a little bit. So beware when you try to roughen up your locks with these tools, especially with the 0.5. The 0.7 is not bad. No, the 0.75 is not as bad, but just be on the lookout when you do the 0.5s. They are a little sharper because the things at the ends, the needles at the ends are a little bit sharper. So yes, that's what I did to tighten. Oh, well, not tighten up. To speed up the process, just a smidge on roughening up and locking up my hair, which it is doing well. Far as frizziness wise, I have came to terms with that because I have a loose texture hair, far as like 4A, 4B. It may be all three, 4A, B, and C, as far as like my hair texture. Yes. With the looser textures, yes, you're going to experience frizziness as well. So once you come to terms with the frizziness of your locks, if you have looser texture, your journey is going to, progress on, as time goes by. So yes. What else? Yes, I experienced unraveling for the first 4 months. And by the 6 months, I roughened them up. At the 4th month, I also trimmed my ends. So that's another tidbit that I got from a loctician on her YouTube channel. And I will, put her name in the description box below. And I experienced, an itchy scalp. So your scalp is definitely going to be itching you. And what I've came across, of course, with this, you can use this to soothe your scalp a little bit. Or you can use this. I did come across this. This is the mango and lime spray oil. So it's a spray oil. And you can just put in it. Strengthens, protects, conditions locks, lubricates scalp, and adds the brilliant shine. A little goes a long way with me because, as stated before, my head does its natural duties in establishing natural oils, and it'll, come across my face. It'll show on my face, and the rest is history. And then also, I came across this product, and it is the sulfur 8 scalp therapy. It is medicated, and it dandruff control. So it's a scalp oil serum, and you can use for pre-shampoo treatment with gentle exfoliation, and it's good for a tight, dry scalp. So in the package, it has your bottle of the scalp therapy, as well as your little droplet syringe, and you just take some, put it on your scalp, rub it in, and then you wait 15 minutes, and then you just rinse it and go on by your day as far as like shampoo, conditioning your hair. I did not use conditioner on my head until the later parts of my locking process. So by the 6th month to now, that's when I started adding the conditioner in my hair regimen, because as you all know, conditioner helps detangle your hair, and you don't want that to happen when it comes to your locks. So you can use conditioner. For me, I use conditioner on my later parts of the lock process, just to avoid more unraveling from my locks. And lastly, co-wash. I did use co-wash, y'all. But also I used the co-wash on the later parts of the locking process. From the 6th month to now, I have been co-washing my hair with the As I Am coconut, the coconut co-wash, because that is hands down, for me personally, the best co-wash for any hair type, because not only it has good slip, but it also helps with rehydrating your hair, and yes, it gives you that good old skip day. It is like a conditioner and a shampoo in one. That's what I like about that product, because it helps cleanses, and then also it gives you that rehydration boost if you don't want to do another oil treatment and stuff like that. I usually, now that I'm in my later parts of my journey, I try to do my oil treatments at least once a month. That way I can have some type, keep the hydration, the moisture going, because my hair does experience dryness, and I can only do so much. I can only use light oils and conditioners and shampoo with my hair type, because my hair builds up easily if I use too many hair products. So I keep it simple. That's another thing about being on this lock journey, is to really keep it simple. Your hair is going to do the rest. As long as you are feeding your body good food and the essential nutrients, your hair is going to do the rest. And of course, avoid stress, because the stress, it will also show in your hair as well, besides aging. And lastly, what I have learned so far with my hair journey is basically patience. Patience is the key. And also, depending on your hair type, everybody's locks are not going to have this the same outcome. Everybody's locks is going to have a different outcome because of the texture, the density, and also the texture, the density, and the way you style it. And as far as like the way you style it, the size of lock you're gonna get. So don't expect, whenever you see someone's picture that you like and you want to all of a sudden lock your hair, it's gonna turn out the same, because it's not gonna be like that. Because like I said, your journey is different from that person's journey. That's same way with my journey is different than your journey when it comes to hair. Whether it's natural or locked is different. So don't expect your hair to turn out the same way another person's hair is going to turn out. So it's all about embracing yourself and what God has given you far as like your hair, because I know, especially for Black women, our hair is part of our confidence, our transition, self-esteem, and all that. But once you made up your mind that I am not my hair, like India Irie says in her song, then the rest is history. Your self-confidence build up, your self-esteem builds up, all that. Once you come to a realization that you are not your hair, okay, and learn from your personality and how you grow and stuff like that, everything will fall into place. I'm telling you now, because that's what I had to deal with. So, yeah, that's what I learned so far. And the last thing that I learned from locking my hair up is that I got tired of keeping up with the latest trends on hair, as far as like the braids, the twists, the weaves, the wigs, stuff like. I got tired of that, and plus that was just money flowing everywhere. Even when I was doing it myself, I was still pouring out money to hair products and hair to use to put in my head, and it was just getting overwhelming. I said enough is enough. I'm just gonna go back to the roots, go back to the basics, and lock this stuff up and go on by my business, and then let my personality do the rest. And that's what it has been doing so far. And so yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, share this video if you care. Comment down below on your lock journey and how long you've been locked. If you want to, and also comment down below if you thought about locking your hair up and what is holding you back from locking your hair up. And yeah, with that being said, subscribe to the YouTube channel, you guys, because it's about to be on and popping. Yes, it's about to be on and popping. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified on all the videos that I upload, or when the next time that I upload. And also, please check out my podcast that is at Miss Unconventional Podcast on your streaming platforms. And that's all that I have for you guys. I hope y'all enjoy this. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that is that. Also, one last thing, you guys. One last thing. Preserve your energy, you guys. Don't let anybody stir up what good is coming your way. And also, yes, let your aura radiate at the end of the day. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.